It's like we're live.
Awesome. What is going on, everybody? It is Sunday morning, probably where most people are.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're here, you guys. Sorry we're as late as we are, but as we said, it was our little brother's birthday today. So we wanted to spend as much time as we could with him. And then we got over to the club, and there's still some people here from today's kind of pop up event. So we wanted to make sure we waited a little bit to give them time to finish up. And now we're here. So
Yeah.
hopefully somebody will join us.
Glad to be here. We'll probably just go on for a little bit, not too crazily.
Yeah.
Frankie, what are you smoking?
I am smoking the Nomad Troublemaker by Ezra Zion. A little bit about the cigar. They made it in such a small batch that they labeled it as a Nomad cigar instead of just an Ezra Zion cigar. Yeah, so it is a Nicaraguan Indonesian cigar with the Criollo 99 wrapper. And I started it a while ago when we got here, actually. And I got a salmon join it.
Yeah, I already had myself a Hyena from Blackrock Studios. I believe that's the proper company. It's all under the Oveja Negra brand. But I am now going to light up this here Moisture de Saca Nakatamale, I believe you pronounce that. It is a Ecuadorian Habano wrapper over a San Andreas binder with Nicaraguan and U.S. fillers. So I'm looking forward to smoking this. I did leave that foot band on because after the foot band is gone, there is no band. And I kind of like that aesthetic. It does usually come in a coffin as well, but no coffin needed when you're smoking it. So why, have it right now?
Mm-hmm.
And before I light this up, I'm actually going to have a little bit of a what is the drink where you put a bunch of the different sodas and grapefruit juice and stuff in it with tequila?
Sodas?
Yeah, you put squirt. I want to say it's orange juice and grapefruit juice. And it's like a sangria, but of tequila.
Huh.
You know what I'm talking. You've seen the giant containers they made it. They make a giant one for people, usually like tourist trap kind of areas.
That's a new one on me for what it's called, I guess.
We've had it, or we've seen it before. I don't know if I've actually had it, but this one's gonna be a more of a four-man one with some amazing reposado. This is actually Kirkland brand reposado right there. So need to get it. Absolutely, Tim. Whenever you get a chance. In fact, we have the event that we will be hosting on the 2nd. This is more of people in town, obviously, and I know Tim. I know it's commute, but I hope you can make it. The 2nd of December. Definitely love to see you, brother. Come on, close this up. Well, there we go. Little tequila, little squirt. Tasty mixed drink. I think tequila, if you're going to mix it, goes amazing with any kind of citrus flavor. And being grapefruit soda, basically squirt, wonderful stuff. Never disappoints. And I was right. I don't know what's going on with the camera right now. We keep in and out. I think it's just the weather right now. I'm messing with this. So I apologize if we're cutting in and out on you guys. As long as you can hear us, though, I hope that's going okay. We're not too staticky.
Okay.
So I got to light this guy real quick.
It's been a rather blustery day today with some light sprinkles on and off here, which are cool. We need the rain, so definitely it is definitely appreciated.
Not sad about the rain, yeah. Love the weather right now. It feels amazing outside. I know the guys had the fire going, but it seemed like the rain had other ideas, which is not a big deal. But yeah, it's as soon as you get everyone together and you actually decide, hey, let's get the fire pit going. Let's all sit outside.
Yeah,
that's exactly when the rain shows up. So we'll see how that works out later on, or I guess not later on in the month, but the beginning of next month.
I'm looking at tequila cocktails right now because now you got me.
We watched a video on it. I swear, I just do not remember what it's called, but it is a lot of tequila. It is carbonated soda. It is some kind of soda. Squirt, I believe, is the main ingredient. Slices of lime, lemon, and grapefruit and orange, whatever you feel like. I want to say there was orange juice itself too, but I remember seeing it for a what's the word I'm looking for? Touristy video where they're like, "Hey, look, we got this big drink here in such and such area." It's been a while, I cannot remember the video, but they made one big enough for 4 people to share in this giant terracotta jar with 4 terracotta cups, so they can kind of dip in and get more as they feel like it. Yeah, the name is I'm not gonna be able to remember it. Totally out of my mind on that right now. But this is delicious nonetheless. For those out there, we've talked about this before, but tequila happens to just be one of my favorites, so I'm going to continue to talk about it.
They have a Paloma.
Maybe it's that. Maybe
with tequila, grapefruit juice, simple syrup, and lime juice.
It basically was just a giant one of those where they added squirt because it is, that grapefruit notes. I think that works out. Just look up YouTube for a giant Paloma. That's probably the video. Honestly, that's probably all it was. Nothing too fancy.
Yeah, that's all I have seen, honestly.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal. So we have had quite a day. It's been a long day, guys. Not gonna lie, but definitely worth it. Good time. I am wondering, with what now? 4 days, 5 days till Thanksgiving.
6
days.
I think Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, now 4.
4 days. Yeah, till Thanksgiving. What is going on out there? Are you guys gonna be Black Friday shopping? And that means now starting at like 8 p.m. on Thursday.
So once you're done with dinner, it's time to get in the car and go.
Energy drink or something, get yourself out there. Not exactly Black Friday shopping anymore. Then again, the deals aren't even that great. I feel like if you'd rather, you can get them better online or locally. What do you call it? Yeah, we made it the very last second. We were here, I don't know, like an hour maybe.
Yeah.
About 8 o'clock, I guess, 8:15ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw all the fantastic cigars.
Incredible.
And I was like, oh wow, these are some really good stuff. And it's all just the stuff that was left over.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody already got their cigars, and this is just stuff that's left over.
Yeah.
So I saw some really good ones in there, and I went to grab one, and one club member said, no, you weren't here at the beginning, you don't get nothing. So I cried
myself to sleep, and then we did the show. No, absolutely. Thank you so much. I wish we could have been here earlier. Again, though, we posted. You guys all saw why. Who has extra this days to buy things? Yeah, extra cash for this stuff.
So true.
That's another good question right there. Across the board, it is so difficult. And when they actually do post something really cool, like, oh man, this is actually a good deal. You ever get a chance to take advantage?
Yeah.
My goodness. No biggie.
Yeah. So as far as this taster goes, this was a members only taster today, I believe it was.
Yeah, there's like a fee if you were a non-member.
Non-members, yeah. See how it works out. But what the idea was Jeremy grabbed a bunch of rare and aged cigars and just let everybody pick a couple. And when I got here, I was lucky enough to still be able to pick up one of the Johnny Tobacconauts and not Julius Caesar, a J.C. Newman Maximus, which I just smoked the other day. I just posted it today. I smoked that cigar. I'm a big fan of that cigar, so I was like, oh wow, replace the one I just smoked.
Unbelievably great stuff. That's the kind of awesome events that happens here. So if you are local, you think you might want to join up, that's just another reason right there why you should. Frankie, excellent explanation, because that's exactly what happened. Really wish I know it was gonna rain. I knew it was like it's getting ready, but like, damn, just hold off for a couple hours. Because it seemed like a great time out there. It would have been even better. And then we got to at least hang out with the guys for a little bit. The last bit of stragglers, having a good time, listening to the Fat Electrician talk his stuff. Nice haircuts. Thank you. Appreciate that. It feels good to not have so much damn hair on top of my head.
Yeah.
And the lady did a really good job. I think it was Lucy or Lucia. Cannot remember. I got the card because I'm going to have her do it again. So shout out to her. I doubt she's watching this. I don't think she was a cigar smoker.
No.
But nonetheless, she deserves props. I feel much better now. So much better.
Yeah. Woo. So what can you tell us about your cigar that you're starting out with there.
Yes, the Meister de Saka Tamale. That's how you spell Nakatamal. But that's how you spell Tamal. Tamal. All right. If you say so, you have the better pronunciation skills.
Thank you.
The Nakatamal. It is not starting off super heavy, which I appreciate, but it is buttery, smooth on that smoke. You could feel it enveloping your lips and your mouth. Really heavy smoke feel. Love that. But not leaving a super long aftertaste to where I need to sip on this. So it's not leaving that cotton mouth feel. Nothing like that. Absolutely well aged, as all Saka stuff is, and super delicious. I'm getting some really nice, very light but noticeable pepper spices. I would probably go with like cooking spices, and that'd be the best way. Yeah, baking spices might be the best way to describe it. And a little bit of like some marshmallowy s'more sweetness.
Interesting.
And nothing super overpowering on either end. Hey, Rich and Rick, how you guys doing?
Hey, guys.
Double R's joining in right there. Good to see you guys. So, again, sorry we're so late, though.
So, apparently the key to going from worst to first in fantasy football is stealing burritos.
I knew I should have seen that coming. I
have no other way how to explain it because I thought my team was ready to go this year, and clearly we're not because I'm in like third to last place.
I'm right in that middle area, like
you're top 4.
Top 4?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm doing better than I thought I would do this year. 2 for 1 on the haircut.
Nice.
I wish. No. It's that really fancy exclusive lounges you guys might not be able to get into. I think it's members only kind of thing. It is called Supercuts. And they have a deal for like $15 a month. You get unlimited haircuts. And it allows me to not take a, pair of Elmer scissors and cut my own hair anymore. So it's going to look a lot better from now on. Thank goodness. It looks like Jeremy had himself the 2023 Casada Oktoberfest in the Solomon. Ooh, excellent choice. Well constructed. And all right, this is going to be mean to some Solomons out there because quite a few people make them. I noticed some unraveling on those guys. On that particular shape, I think because of how you're going from ring gauge to ring gauge on different parts of it, it's just more difficult, a little more difficult to keep it together. And maybe that's user error, but when it's done really well, and I noticed the construction of the ash building up really nicely, and it's smoking really well, I get smoke output, like I said, big old smoke bomb on his, that's not an issue.
Right.
I don't have any unwrapping issues. So I'm going to lean towards I'm not that bad a cigar smoker, and maybe sometimes it just gets a little less love or expertise than it needs.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say it's not always my fault, but it also could.
Now, as far as my cigar goes, you guys, I'm getting a strong campfire flavor, not like the Kentucky Fire Kick. A good one.
Kentucky Fire is good.
Okay, now don't get me wrong, guys. I love Drew Estate. They support the show very well, and 90% of their stuff I would smoke anytime. But the acid, the ladies, and the Kentucky Fire Kid are cigars I just don't touch.
Oh, so the Deadwood, the acid line, and any of the KFC.
Yes. I cannot stand the way to me, it tastes like fish. I know I'm not alone on that one.
That's because of Jeremy right there. The dry draw for me.
Yeah, no.
I love it.
So this one's to give me a good campfire taste to it, which I'm enjoying. It's also giving me quite a bit of black licorice, some nice black pepper spice in there that's still subtle, and letting the fire and the licorice be the start of the show, so the spice isn't overpowering everything else. And a little bit of a cinnamon in there as well with the pepper, which I find odd because if you get like a spice, it's usually one or the other.
Yeah.
This one I'm getting both.
Wow, that is very complex from top to bottom. First of all, tried to hold my laughter in right there. Yes, they do put a cape on you. They just put it on the wrong side, so I guess I'm not that super. Rich put this one up. No, I didn't even know about the golf tournament today.
No, I didn't hear anything about a golf tournament.
I think either way, we had some prior engagements.
Yeah.
Sure. 14, basically 15 years in the making, technically. and he had a good day. So
Yeah.
I would have loved to have heard about it, but I think I still would have been exactly where I was,
Yeah.
just because it was it was a good day.
It was a great day.
Very good day for the family right there.
Now this cigar, I think they've made it in other sizes as well. I'm not 100% sure. But again, they did say they made it in a small batch, so much so that that's why they put it under the Nomad label instead of just the Ezra Zion label. Which I don't know why that would be.
Well, sometimes you don't have that much tobacco, and I believe Ezra Zion works with quite a few different factories across the board. I don't think it's like in one region either. I don't think they're just Nicaraguan or just Dominican or anything. They might have to get someone on to talk to them about that. I definitely believe that they source from so many people that not all the time they're going to get huge runs, and there's nothing wrong with that, because you can get a small farm that it produces less, but sometimes that less is more. The same way with you can get a bunch of cheeseburgers at McDonald's. I'm not going to complain.
Yeah,
but sometimes you really want that really good one at home. You make it yourself. You take your time. But there's no way you're gonna stock up on a bag full of them. Not that time.
Rich, no event today. It was probably from the golf tournament a couple Mondays ago. Some of the guys most of them were CHP officers and mixed businessmen. But they do go in once in a while to the shop, or some of them were actually new and had never heard of the shop. So I pointed them towards there. Yeah, so they asked me what my name was, obviously, and I told them my name. And if you guys want more like this, or more selection, go in the shop. And so I guess somebody did.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to see that the lounges in town do offer legitimately different luxuries to each one of them. For instance, Cigars and More has the biggest selection. It's hard to beat that.
They also have something at the Cigars and More that was funny, because this is the first time you didn't go to the event with me. No, second time. You went to a different event for one of them, but they did mention something about Cigars and More that they did not like at all. And I wasn't gonna say that, but like flat out said that, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. Like I didn't know what to say.
No, I have said it a million times straight to her to be nicer to people. All right, it's customer service. Be nice to people. But you know what? That's Lynn. At some point, you just have to accept her for how she is, because she's going to be pretty honest with you, I think. She's going to give you the same customer service pretty much across the board.
Yeah.
Unless she's like really cool with you, then she'll be a little nicer. But if she doesn't know you, she's still going to give you that little side eye.
Yeah.
And you know what? We've had some problems with this. So.
It was just funny because guys were like, yeah, I used to go in the morning when the other lady was there. I was like, yeah, okay. And then like, well, now she works in the morning, so now I go in the afternoon.
Well, you know what? Then Otis is there, and you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah,
you're gonna take care of you just as well. So, not a big deal.
It was just funny. I was like, oh, okay. Like I didn't know how to respond to it.
Yeah, it's just I literally was at a coffee shop where they have outdoor patio. I was smoking my cigar. Started talking to some guy, and he's like, "Cigars are more." I told him where I got my cigar from, or where I go usually. And he's like, "Yeah, I went there too, but this lady was super mean. I don't want to go back." Anyway, great selection, great prices. Cigars and More 2, or Z Cigar Lounge now. Great lounge, beautiful lounge, and she's doing a great job getting more stuff in there. Honestly, it's not going to be as much room, but she does a good job of trying to keep up with what customers are asking, and real fun parties.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Mospinos, and I love the hours because they'll extend it on a regular basis to what you want. And then they have other amenities like the lockers and whatnot.
Yeah,
they're great.
Well,
so everyone's
for me, when people ask, I tell them Z Cigar Lounge makes you feel like you're in a high-end lounge.
Yeah,
and they have the best events, in-house events. She gets, she had a niche there. Zaya was there, so they have the best in-house events, in my opinion. If you want the best hours and the most space to be able to hang out and have fun with your friends, definitely Mospinos.
Yeah.
If you want the biggest selection and the best prices, Cigars and More.
True.
And then you want to be able to have a beer with your cigar, then you go to 17th Street.
If you want to be able to buy a beer,
Yeah.
Other than that, it's BYOB. Don't be spilling around anywhere you go. Most lounges that don't sell do not ask you what's in your cup. They're very friendly about that. That's at least a California thing. I can't really say for outside of the state because most of the lounges, when I go outside of the state, can sell you like liquor, no problem. There's not this like what.
And then I've never heard of problems with people that have the lockers having any issue with their lockers, like leaving them unlocked, like would you hear? Like I don't have to worry about my locker being broken into.
No, you'll never.
But if I leave food in any of them, I'll always make sure to write my name on it.
That's
so people don't take my burritos.
Definitely not going to help you. And cool guys that will want. Yeah, there you go. See, even better. Ezra Zion does do all their special releases, but I think some of them are even more limited than others.
That falls under the Nomad. Yeah.
I think that's what you're talking about. Excuse me. Little Rock has a great bar and lounge. See, like that's awesome. There's one in Old Town, Fort Worth, that there's no lounge. It's not a lounge. It's like 2 chairs.
It's 2 chairs, one for the owner and one with whoever you're smoking with.
Yeah, just whoever's shooting the shit with that day. But right next door is a bar that loves cigar smokers, and you can get food and a drink. I'm like, I usually don't eat and smoke because I was there. Yeah, I'm gonna eat and smoke.
Yeah, I was like, wait, this is a bar. You guys are a bar and grill. You guys can order food, drinks, and have cigars. Like, yeah. I was like, I need to sit down.
And they got him a table.
Yeah.
And it was comfy. And they did great customer service.
Yeah, that's a great spot. It's really good food too.
Yeah. The only one, there's actually now 2 lounges, 3 that have closed since we've been doing this. And I am sad that we'll never get to patronize them again. There is the Fremont. What was the name for it? I guess just Lounge and Binions. The heck's the barbecue place? Benny's Lounge in the back, which you buy your cigars over at our buddy spot, which is now gone, and then you go over there and smoke. And now both are gone.
We used to watch the Army Navy game there. Every year, man.
Gone. There is the lounge inside of
Paris?
God. No. Well, that was the last I was going to mention. But yeah, I'll go to that one first. There was the Napoleon in Paris, which I always wanted to go, but because of work, we go at different times and they were open. And then the first time we were there on a night where they could be open, they were remodeling for luckily another cigar lounge
that has since opened.
That is open, that we will be able, because there are more better hours. And I'm sad I won't be able to smoke at the Napoleon, but Monte Cristo lounges are excellent. They're very comfortable. They usually have a great selection, and it's Vegas prices, so you know what you're expecting.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, how you doing, brother?
How you doing?
It's more expensive. It's a Monte Cristo lounge in Vegas. You're gonna pay a little more. But if you really are adamant about it, go a couple feet over to the white bar, bring your own cigars. Drinks are still drinks. It's a great spot. The last one was inside of a Brazilian steakhouse in Texas, which we didn't even realize they had a lounge. We just went there for the food, which was fantastic. And then they had a wonderful lounge with the waitress who comes and serves you drinks.
Now, their selection wasn't the best. It was about 4 or 5 boxes. There's Monte Cristo, Romeo Julietas, which is fine.
Just kind of if you forgot it.
Yeah, but luckily I had my own cigars. So
yeah, we just went from downtown, old downtown, to the restaurant. So we just had cigars on hand because we were shopping. Anyway.
Yeah,
and luckily, it's good stuff. And after an amazing meal of all the different meats you want, I'm a weird person. I love eating chicken heart, and they had them for days. There's nothing better than a good cigar. And a good drink.
Yeah, Rich, Monte Cristo Lounge, the original one, I believe it's the original one, and the Caesars was usually the first place that we would stop at, and I would always have an Illusion Cigar Privé and the coffee or an old fashioned there. That was like the first thing we did once we get to Vegas, and because we had a pretty bad experience, or I had a pretty bad experience first time I went to Casa Fuente. But since then, since we become friends with Carlito, anytime he has his own little private events up there or he's going to be there, we go.
Also, the point, I forget his name, but the gentleman who owns that one,
Mike,
right? Yeah, is such a cool guy. I don't know him on a personal level. I've met him a couple of times, shook hands real quick, but he is so great to his customers, and he is on top of everything when he's there. They
had since got rid of the guy that was a dick. So I do appreciate that because, I mean, went in, got a cigar for the first time being there, got their mojito, their famous mojito, sat at the bar,
I haven't had one.
and I mean, he cut the cigar for me, he lit it for me. I get down, I sit down, I start smoking. I'm sure somebody's already heard the story, and it begins to unravel. And I mean, the whole wrapper came off.
Yeah, not a little bit.
I'm like, oh, this sucks. So I showed it to him. I was like, hey, my cigar unraveled. And he looks at me, looks at the cigars, and I go, oh. And then he walked away. And I was like, the fuck? So after that, it was a while before we went back to Casa Fuente. But ever since we've gone back, it's been phenomenal. And now that, the Paris actually, the White Bar, which is the main little bar right there by the check-in.
Yeah.
It's still to this day my favorite place to smoke in Vegas. You can just sit down, you relax, order drinks, bring your own cigars, and great people watching, great place to relax. And now that they have the Monte Cristo Lounge there, that's just even more reason to head over to the Paris.
So the hangout time right there.
But there are some other great ones though.
I mean, the outlet.
Yeah, so you got Cigar Outlet. Unfortunately, they're still working on where they're going to put their friggin' lounge. They're supposed to put it in the back. They haven't done it yet. You've got En Fuego. You've got Casa, Tap and Ash,
8 Lounge,
Helios. Now we have the new one at the Circle. We got to try out.
It's not exactly a cigar lounge, mind you guys. It is a bar that you could smoke at. So the selection probably isn't as big from what I'm told, but I believe they are improving that on the daily.
Mm-hmm.
They added a new lounge in Paris. It's not really new. It's rebranded, reowned. It's where Napoleon's was, the Napoleon, and it's now a Monte Cristo lounge.
Yeah, it was a dueling bar lounge or dueling piano bar.
Yeah.
And then they changed it into the Napoleon, had a decent sized humidor. And they moved out, and now Monte Cristo moved in.
Yeah, it went from a dueling piano bar to a single piano. And I believe they have a keyboard in there for the Monte Cristo. So by the next time, it will be
it's the what do you play guitar?
Yeah, it's gonna be that one next. And then by the end of it, it is the piano Kinect time when they turn into a money baby.
It's the piano Kinect, like the little drum T-shirt you could actually play the notes on.
Yeah. They have those types. These things are awesome.
Yeah. Because I bought my buddy Gabe, because he was a drummer for a band. I bought him a shirt where you can tap on the different things and it'll make the sound.
I know they since disbanded, you got to give me those songs. I really liked them. If you can ask, I don't know, I think Aurelio had them last.
Probably.
Or ask Gabe if you can get a hold of them. I really like their music. I can't remember the name of the band.
Oh,
the couple songs you guys let me listen to, because it was like, this was it's old, but it's pre-iTunes and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very difficult back in the day for you to get music out. There is a country music star that Joe Rogan had, and he went to the top of the charts on iTunes and a couple other things.
Did it on Joe Rogan?
No, before. He had him on because of that.
Oh, okay.
And he released his first songs on iTunes through a website, just recorded on his phone. That's how good you have it nowadays with distributing content like that. Like we're talking to you guys right now. This is live. Could not do this 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah. And be able to do it through a phone too.
Yeah. That's
incredible.
Really, really incredible. But actually, what other one? Yeah. Can't wait to go to Money Baby over at the Virgin Hotel. I'm not even joking.
And what was it? What the hotel in? The Hard Rock? Virgin Hotel. They straight up stole our ideas. Because we talked to both hotel managers about opening up a lounge. And Circus like, oh no, we really don't have any need or want for that. You don't think it'll be a big draw, blah, blah, blah. And now they have a place you can go smoke cigars.
In Virgin's defense, it was in the plan already. Because Money Baby was already on their thing. They had
I was going to call mine Baby Money.
Oh, Baby Money?
Mm-hmm.
The Money Baby?
Mm-hmm.
Baby. You just put down Money Baby. All right? Put down Baby Money. No, but I am sure they did have it in their docket of things opening.
Did they really?
Yeah. It's a sports bar and cigar lounge.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. There were flyers for it.
So I can't really fault them. But Circa, on the other hand, I think they didn't want to tell us they already had the idea.
Yeah, assholes.
But someone was already feeding in their ear. And then when someone else, us, mentioned it, like, yeah, this must be a good spot.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's an adult-only hotel in downtown Vegas on Fremont, which is like the last bastion of freedom in America, maybe.
Mhm.
And I don't want to get too political here, but maybe everywhere should be one of Fremont.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe we should have
Well,
24 hours of casinos everywhere, across the country.
with less drugs.
You know, I don't think there's. Well, no, there's there, yeah. Or maybe
not
maybe
not
less
to
focus.
just put anybody down that smokes weed. That's your thing. That's your thing. But that many weed smokers in one place, I get sick. I don't like the smell.
I don't give a shit.
I try to combat it with my cigar, but I'm way outnumbered.
Well, everybody
Yeah.
now. Well, everyone's really cool
They're
about
having a
cigars.
battle like with the other guy who put it in spoken mind.
Yeah.
And he like 4 of the dudes. I was like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah, the vape pen going, and it's Chunky Cloud.
Yeah.
It's like can't fight Chunky Cloud.
Oh, another place I love to smoke cigars is Hogs and Heifers.
Oh yeah, not a lounge at all, mind you. Great dive bar, and Chris has an excellent idea that needs to happen the entire time. Smoking rooms, even.
We actually did that for my birthday a few years ago. We went with Mitch and hit up a bunch of different lounges. That was fun.
It's like the second or first time I think we went to 8 Lounge.
Yeah.
But someone over here.
No, that was with Peter.
No, we went with Mitch.
The 8 Lounge wasn't open yet.
Yeah. Oh no, you're right. You were sick. We were just closing down.
Because they
Vegas was just closing down.
they literally were closed the day we left
yeah, the entire thing. Yeah.
for COVID.
We watched them as they boarded stuff up.
Yeah, and the next time we went back, like, oh, take us to the Paris. The guy's like,
Sure.
are you sure? Like, yeah. And they had those big concrete walls. I'm like, he's like, oh, here you go. Like, oh shit.
So whatever. Yeah, I did hear they're breaking ground at Hard Rock. I want to see a lounge out there. I would love to be a part of that. I think it's an excellent spot. I think there's going to be more hotels over there, not just a Hard Rock. There's going to be more business. It's going to be a wonderful area.
Now the Hard Rock already has a contract with, I don't remember what the name of the lounge is, but they have a contract. Every hotel that they open, if they put a cigar lounge in, they go through them.
Teenage money. Not money, baby.
Not money, but yeah.
Money.
Teenage
Teenager.
cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a little more upscale, a little more.
Yeah, I forget who it is, but that was another one that we looked into, and they are for sure already have one going in, and that's gonna be awesome.
I'll manage your phone. Don't want whatever. I don't want to work at a casino.
Mhm.
And I will say this though, I've never spent $1 in gambling at a casino in California. Still, I've never done a hand. I don't think they have slots machines in
Not that I know.
California, right?
It's all card games.
It's all
I
card
think.
games, right? Something like that.
Wait, no, I think they do have
Commerce
slots.
casinos.
No, Commerce is all cards, but Lemoore, I think, has
Someone's
slots.
got them.
Yeah,
All right, cool. Either way, I like playing the slots. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's not how you make a bunch of money at a casino, but I'm not gonna make a bunch of money at a casino either way.
unless you're Peter's wife.
That's fine. That was awesome. Good for her. And I've definitely seen other people win. I'm very happy for them. I kicked out a bunch of quarters over at the D. Upstairs is the last mechanical horse racing
So
game.
cool.
Yeah, really great one. Gotta go. No worries, brother. We'll see you next time. Have a great Thanksgiving.
You too. Happy Thanksgiving.
And what the heck was I gonna say? Right next to me, I've told this story too, but there was a newlywed couple celebrating their honeymoon, and they won like $8,000 or something.
Quarters.
Yeah, all in quarters. That it was too much for the machine, and they had to have security come over, and they didn't get it all in quarters. They got it in cash.
Okay, so it's Davidoff. That's with Hard Rock. So that's what that'll be a Davidoff lounge that goes into it. So I don't know if Davidoff has a California labeled cigar like they do for Vegas.
Los
They do for New
Angeles.
York. They have a Los Angeles,
Yeah.
is it? Okay, I just didn't know that. So that'll be cool. That'll probably be like their flagship.
cigar
there.
Yeah. Maybe they'll have a Tajon. I wouldn't mind it. It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
If they're willing to put the money to build a lounge over there, they'll probably throw a band on a decent stick, call it the Tajon. It's not a bad name. They call a hotel in Vegas that's supposed to be all fancy Delano.
Oh, the Delano?
No, it's Delano. All right. I don't care what anyone says. What does Delano mean in English? Like Spanish for remember your mother. All right. Either way, they want to make Delano sound all fancy in Vegas. Been to Delano. The people
Not
of
that
Delano
great.
are nice people, but they ain't fancy people.
No.
All right. They're hardworking, mainly Mexican Americans,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a great community, but they are not a fancy bunch. To be honest. Having said that, I fit in because I'm not very fancy either. So just is what
You're
it is.
barely Mexican American, though.
I am more Mexican American than I am fancy. I think
That's
that's
true.
yeah, that is what it is.
That is true.
I'm wearing a shirt that says "Chilling with my Nomies" right now. no fanciness here. It just is what it is. So what get. All right.
But you guys, we're at half an hour. We're gonna let you guys go because it is late, and we know a lot of you guys are getting close to 1 o'clock. So
I appreciate our
yeah.
California folk checking in with us, but it is, basically going to be 1 o'clock for the East Coast. So
yeah,
we'll see you Monday. Don Doroteo.
Don Doroteo on Monday.
So you check out Juan with us and smoke some really good cigars. If you have not tried Don Doroteo, you are missing out.
Mm-hmm.
This is the time to learn some facts on it because they're coming out with more deliciousness. And the cigars we've tried have all been winners in my book. So I cannot wait to get
We're
more
smoking the new Salt of the Earth that they displayed at PCA.
Wonderful stuff. Absolutely phenomenal. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it, guys. So have a good rest of your weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.